In a bold move that has sparked widespread discussion, Jimmy Kimmel made his highly anticipated return to late-night television after nearly a week-long suspension from ABC. His comeback episode featured a 30-minute monologue where he addressed the controversy surrounding his previous comments, which led to his temporary removal, and he also took the opportunity to criticize the Trump administration's stance on free speech. Kimmel questioned whether it should be acceptable for government agencies to regulate the content people access, specifically whether authorities should control which podcasts cell phone companies and Wi-Fi providers are permitted to offer, all in the name of serving the public interest. He pointed out that such an idea would have been unthinkable in the United States, a country that has long celebrated its tradition of free expression, just a decade ago. A significant target of his critique was FCC Chairman Brendan Carr. Kimmel specifically called out Carr for comments made during an interview on the conservative podcast The Benny Show, hosted by Benny Johnson. During this interview, Carr suggested that the FCC might consider actions against ABC and Disney following Kimmel's remarks, which involved implying that supporters of Donald Trump were trying to portray Charlie Kirk's alleged murderer as anything other than a supporter of their political views. The controversy intensified when Carr claimed that Kimmel was part of a deliberate effort to mislead the public about the political leanings of Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old suspected of killing Charlie Kirk's supporter. FBI officials and Utah Governor Spencer Cox stated that Robinson held leftist beliefs, which Carr argued was part of a broader attempt to distort the narrative. Adding fuel to the fire, Carr hinted that broadcasters whose licenses are granted by the FCC have a duty to operate in the public's best interest. He warned that if companies like ABC do not change their conduct, the FCC might take further action, implying potential regulatory consequences. Kimmel responded sharply, asserting that Carr's suggestion of government intervention would be a blatant violation of the First Amendment. He criticized the FCC's history of overreach, noting that while meddling has occurred under various administrations, it was not always the norm. In a revealing detail, Kimmel pointed out that Carr had previously tweeted in 2022, emphasizing the importance of political satire as a form of free speech, highlighting that satire challenges those in power and often faces censorship efforts. Kimmel clarified that Carr was the author of that tweet, adding a layer of irony to the situation. Throughout his monologue, Kimmel made it clear that he did not intend to make light of Charlie Kirk's assassination or blame any specific group for the act. He admitted that his recent comments might have been poorly timed or unclear, and he expressed regret if they caused confusion or offense. As the story develops, Fox News Digital has reached out to the FCC for their perspective. Meanwhile, the debate over free speech, government regulation, and media responsibility continues to ignite strong opinions across the political spectrum. What do you think? Should government agencies have a role in regulating content? Or does that threaten the core principles of free expression? Share your thoughts below.